Hey, what is going on, guys? Kiamimaru 007 back with another Dragon Ball Legends gameplay video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the featured characters from last year's anniversary banner. We're going to be seeing some gameplay with them. We're going to talk about them, how they fit in the game today, and stay tuned to the end when I'm going to give some of my predictions for the second year anniversary banner. So, kicking off the video, we have Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who is a range type character, meaning his damage stems from his blast. And it's still on par with some of the characters released today, which is really great. I remember actually getting him from the anniversary banner, which is not true for all the characters, but I got him and he's a great character. He's especially good for long fights because of his unique abilities, which reduce damage by 35%, nullify attribute downgrades, and abnormal conditions for the first 45 timer counts, right? And this aids his other unique ability, which is increasing damage by 15% and key recovery by 15% every 20 counts and 40 counts until 60 counts, where it's increasing the damage by 15% but increases art card draw speed by 1 level instead of the key recovery. And this is great. This just means that at the end of the fight, he's gaining more key, he's gaining more cards, right? And he can last till the end of the fight, even if you're taking some hits, because he's got that reduced damage, right? And what you just saw me use now is the green card. Now the green card restores 10% health and 30 key and increases all damage by 20% for 15 timer counts. And this is just great. This means that you've got some green cards to restore the health that you've lost throughout the fight. You're increasing attack during the fight, and yeah, he's just great for long fights. He's not getting weaker as time progresses. And yeah, that's a great thing about Goku Blue and why I still think he's a good character today. And next up we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, a great character that I didn't manage to get the first time around. I only got him about a month or two ago, but as soon as I got him, I could add him to the God Key team. He's a great addition along with Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and he's still great today. He's a melee type character, meaning his damage really stems from his strike art cards, and he's also got a high critical rating, right? And he's just a great character. And two things about him that's great is the green card and one of his unique abilities. Now the green card allows him to counter blast attacks, and I don't need to tell you that a counter card is a great card. Instead of using a vanishing gauge, you can use your counter card if you have it, right? And you don't need to waste your vanishing gauge. Now this counter card punches the character in the gut, sends them to long range, and you can continue your combo without having to use your vanishing gauge, and that's just great. And the second great thing about him is one of his unique abilities allows him to stop the opponent from switching out characters, and this is great, especially when you got your sights set on one character that's got to take the rising rush, and there's no way the opponent's going to stop you because you inflict the no switching and you can take out the character. This only activates twice, but twice is enough, and that's what makes Vegeta a great character. His strike is great, his green card and his unique ability all rounds him up and makes him a great character, which we can still use today in the God Key team, and that's why I love this Vegeta. And next up we have Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza is a character I did manage to get last year in the anniversary banner, the first of his kind. We did eventually get another Golden Frieza later on, but this is the OG, and he is a character that has been in the lineage of Evil Team since he came out. I'm sure all the top players will tell you that he's still a great addition. His blast damage, because he's a range type character, is still great, and actually his strike damage, what's now unlike other characters, is still close to his blast damage, right? And mostly what we see is that either character has very good damage of one kind, either blast or strike, and the other is sort of lacking. But this character, his blast and his strike is very good, right? I mean, He's got increased damage against Saiyans, and there's a lot of Saiyans in this game, so I don't need to tell you that he's a very useful character. His ultimate card just looks like it does so much damage. It's one of those cards that, look at this, you just look, it just seems like the damage is just ticking. It's just like it's gonna go on forever. It doesn't, but it just really looks like it does. And a great thing about the ultimate card is that it inflicts damage to opponents on standby. So a portion of the damage you're doing to the opponent goes to the opponents on standby. It cannot kill, however, but if it did, it'd be very OP. But yeah, Golden Frieza, a great character, and a character that everybody still uses today. Probably one of the best characters on today's list, if not the best. But yeah, a great character, still to this day. Next up, we have Ultimate Gohan Absorb Buu, one of my favorite characters in the game and my absolute favorite character from the anniversary banner. Very fun to use and very efficient in this game. He's a great regeneration character. I still use him in my regeneration team, and he's a great melee type character, right? His damage is coming from the strike and from the special attack, right? So let's just jump into these abilities. His main ability, which can be activated in 5 time accounts, right, increases damage by 45% and increases key recovery by 35% for 60 time accounts. And those 60 time accounts is enough to be destroying the other team. One of his unique abilities is that every time, well, not every time, but twice, when the enemy vanishing steps your attacks, right, you gain a blue card, right, and your damage is increased by 20% for 10 time accounts. And that's just a lot of damage increase, you know, that's just a lot of damage increase, right? And his second unique ability is the first time he switches in, right, you gain 40% strike damage. The second time, your arts card draw speed level is increased by 1. The third time, your blast is increased by 40% and your special by 20%. And the fourth time, you restore 40 key and cancels abnormal conditions, right? Now let's talk about that green card. Now I just used Baby's ability, which is going to increase the healing on the green card, but the healing restores 15% of the of the health just normally, right? But I've increased it now with Baby. Now just look at this. These two together are just such a great team, right? He's going to throw a single key blast at me. I use the barrier, 400k health back. And this is with the character that has 1.8k, and that's the pools of health that we get these days, you know. So that's just great regeneration. If the character is close range, it's going to knock them back into long range, allowing you to combo off of that, right? It increases, it doesn't increase, it decreases the strike cost by 5 for 10 time accounts, right? And this barrier can be used against all sorts of attacks. That's special attacks, blasts and strike attacks, with a few exceptions that I can't tell you because I haven't encountered them. You know, I learn by playing the game, and I haven't encountered the characters that can stop this this barrier. But it's such a great ability. You know, one of the reasons I think is the best character from the anniversary banner, and it's one of the reasons I still use him. And there's the special card, just the blue card, it does so much damage and it's so satisfying to use, right? It's just another reason I like this character. It looks great and he's fun to play. The animations are great, you know. It just looks like he's owning the other team, right? And that's why this is just one of my favorite characters, and I can't tell you this enough. You know, look at this. The Frieza comes at me, boom, the barrier sends it back, allows me to combo off it. I finish the fight, and I got that pose at the end that's like, what was that? You know, like, well, what did you think he stood a chance? No, he didn't. Not Broly. Ultimate Gohan Absorb Buu is a great character, still to this day. And lastly, we have Super Vegeta, the legendary Finnish character from last year's anniversary banner. Great character, still used to this day in many fusion teams, right? If you were lucky enough to get him, right? I didn't get him for the banner. I got him later on. but still, when I got him, I was very happy, right? He's a melee character, so that means the damage is coming from the strike, but everybody knows him for his ultimate ability. But let's jump into some of the things this character has. So the green card, right, reduces damage received by 20% for 15 timer counts. Unfortunately, this is not stackable. If it was, would be very OP, getting that damage all the way down to what, 80% or 100%. That would be a bit OP, but it's not that way. You can't stack it. He increases his own key recovery for 30% for 15 timer counts, and nullifies non-beneficial effects. So if you got a couple of attribute downgrades on you, you got a bleed or poison on you, he just nullifies it, right? No more. Don't have to worry about that anymore, right? So that's just great. His unique ability increases damage by 20 counts. By 40% for 20 counts, apologies, right? His strike cards gets 20% damage for 15 counts. Blast card, 20% damage for 15 counts. The green card increases key recovery for additional 20% for 15 timer counts. And the blue card, what's now has extra 20% damage for 15 timer counts, right? Just a whole lot of increasing of damage, makes him very powerful. Right, another unique ability is increase of 30% strike damage to tag regeneration, right? So he was just made to melt my favorite character, Ultimate Boo, right? Very sad, but when this guy's on your team, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, right? He also has a knockback when he is subbed in. It's an assist knockback, right? Very great for launching combos. But here we're going to see the ultimate card, right? What he is very well known for. He's going to grab Cell, throw him down, bring him back up with the Spirit Sword, and if it kills, you're going to see this animation. If it doesn't, he would have given you a different animation. But there's the legendary finish. He doesn't want to see a trace of you left. The match is over. He posed like, hey, you know what? You tried. Cool for you, but the fight's over. Very powerful character. Very, very, very frequently used in fusion teams. So, yeah, still got to give it to this character. Still good character. And that is it for the anniversary banner featured characters. The reason we spoke about these characters was because I wanted to demonstrate that they are still useful today. And as a free-to-play Dragon Ball Legends player, right, every Chrono Crystal counts, every banner counts, and the anniversary banner has stood the test of time, which cannot be said for every single banner in the game. So I'm a very big supporter of the anniversary banner for that reason. I still use all of those characters in every character's respective team. So I'm a big fan of the banner, and I will be going for it again this year, and I advise others to go for it as well, and I hope you're not disappointed by it, but I'll be doing it, and those are the reasons why. Right now, my prediction is centered around UI Goku. Maybe not Master UI Goku, but a UI Goku, because we got Kefla, what's now, and Dragon Ball FighterZ also released Kefla, and we've had a collaboration in the past, right? And they're releasing Master UI Goku in FighterZ at the end of the month, and the anniversary banner, which should be coming at the end of the month, might also have a UI Goku. Maybe not Master UI Goku, but a UI Goku. So that's why my prediction is centered around. Hopefully I'm right and we get a UI Goku, but otherwise hopefully we get some great characters. But that is it for today's video. I hope you found it informative, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified of videos as soon as they're released. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your days or evenings, and I'll see you guys in the next one.